What's going on, guys? Bart here with Working the Shoot, and I want to thank you for stopping by, liking, commenting, sharing, all that beautiful YouTube stuff. I hope that today is the day I earn that subscription. If so, you hit that red subscribe bar down below. You drop that like button. But let's not get held up anymore. Let's get into WrestleMania 39 Night 1 review. We kick off with Austin Theory versus John Cena for the U.S. title. If you had seen possibly my preview video, I'll try to remember to link that down below when I upload this. But I had predicted Austin Theory to win with the caveat that if John Cena is not planning on staying around for a while, Austin Theory's chances of winning pretty much go up substantially. He did win with a low blow after the ref was knocked out, and hit the A-Town and pinned John for the 1-2-3. But I liked good seeing John Cena was good. I used to be very aggravated by that man, but I've grown to respect him in his career. That man has the world record for Make-A-Wish fulfillments. You know, great guy. Maybe sometimes a little full of himself with certain things, but great person overall. And it was great to see him come back and put Austin Theory over. I think that Austin Theory is very well on the way to making a real name for himself. I mean, if Cena was willing to do the job to him, there must be some sort of potential that they see there that I also see. But I get why some people are not big on Austin Theory. But I feel like maybe this guy has a long path ahead of him for the WWE. Or wherever he may go. And John looked great in this, you know. Hope to see John again around somewhere during the year or next year's WrestleMania. Then we had the Showcase Tag Team match. Now, I believe that this gives the winning team a future tag team title match. And this was the men's version of it. The women's version is Night 2. But the match was Braun, Strowman, and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus the Viking Raiders with Valhalla versus Alpha Academy. I thought that this match was great considering that there were so many teams involved, a lot of people involved. It was to get a lot of these people on to WrestleMania, which I get. My prediction for this was the Street Profits, and that's exactly who won. Montez Ford and his partner look just so good, man. I really feel like they're gonna get back into it. The tag titles. Who's to say what's going to happen with the tag titles after this WrestleMania weekend? But the Street Profits are certainly had punched their ticket at WrestleMania for a future. I keep wanting to say U.S. title for a future tag team title match with the champions, whoever they may be walking out of this night. Next match: Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. My personal pick for this, I believe I might have picked Seth Rollins if I did verbalize who I was going to pick, but I was hoping Seth Rollins was going to win this, and that's exactly who won this. Seth Rollins wore a really goofy outfit, though. Well, Seth Rollins really picked a goofy outfit to wear. It just looked weird, man. The bubble jacket material, and he had some weird choker with straps. I don't know, man. I wasn't feeling big on the outfit. Usually I like his outfits, but this one was a little, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. But the match was great. Seth Rollins and Logan Paul went back and forth. Logan Paul has really proven that he can be a good wrestler in the ring. I just think he's an idiot in real life. But because you're an idiot in real life doesn't mean that you can't be good at your job. And he's a smart guy, man. He's figured out how to use these social media things to his advantage. Even with the controversies behind him, he still performs well, and people seem to like him in the ring and are willing to bypass some of his actions. But Seth Rollins, when Logan Paul came out, there was this person dressed in a big Prime bottle to advertise his energy drink with KSI called Prime. And at some point during the match, the person that was in the Prime bottle, like mascot outfit, had pulled Logan Paul out of the ring, and it was revealed that it was KSI. The reason why he was there was because Logan Paul and KSI both share ownership of Prime, and he got involved with the match. But when Logan Paul went to go jump on Seth Rollins on the Spanish announce table, Seth was able to drag KSI onto the table. Logan Paul crashes through KSI and the Spanish announce desk. Excuse me. And brings Logan into the ring, does the curb stomp, 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins wins. I'd really like to see Seth Rollins heat that rivalry with Cody Rhodes back up for one of the titles, and maybe split the titles up that way or something like that. But we'll see what happens with Seth Rollins after this and where his path goes for the upcoming year. We have Lita, Trish, and Becky versus Damage Control, 6-woman match. I had initially picked Damage Control for this match due to a heel turn by Trish Stratus. I was off on that. That one I was off. Lita, Trish, and Becky did win over Damage Control. And it was really great to see Lita and Trish back in the ring. I love Lita, man. She makes me want to blush. And Trish, too, man. They were just beautiful, strong, creative woman going to town in this match. And it was, a decent match considering it was the things that come with these multi-person matches. You gotta lay outside the ring until the next person does their thing, and then you come in and da-da-da. But I thought it was a decent match overall. I'm assuming that Lita and Becky, who are the current tag team holders, will eventually, have to relinquish them, because how long is Lita really gonna want to keep bouncing around? I don't know. Maybe she feels like she's got a few good years left in her. But, yeah, so far, that was the only one I had gotten wrong. Damage Control loses. And this might begin the crumbling of Damage Control. We'll see, though. Next match. This match I was waiting for sure. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic. Dominic had turned his back on his father after convincing him not to retire, so they can become the first father and son tag team champions. And here comes Judgment Day and Rhea Ripley to brainwash Dominic against his father, and leading to Dominic to be arrested and in jail for all of 5 minutes. And being that he was in the clink in jail for 5 minutes, it changed him into a hardened criminal and someone his father should be afraid of. He became the stereotypical snot-nosed little punk that you just want to punch right in the mouth. And Rey was like, I'm not fighting you, even with all the disrespect and things, even not staying at the Hall of Fame ceremony. But what finally did it was when Dominic verbally attacked his sister and mother, more specifically the mother. And that's when Rey came, punched him in the mouth, and accepted his WrestleMania challenge. And it was a great match to see these two go at it. A lot of Eddie Guerrero throwbacks and remembrances on Rey Mysterio's part. We got to see the lowrider. We got to see Snoop Dogg come out with the... Snoop Dogg come out with the lowrider with Rey Mysterio. We had Rey Mysterio reforming the LWO, the Latin World Order, that Eddie created in WCW, who came and helped him during this match against Dominic because Judgment Day wound up getting involved. And Rey Mysterio won, and it was a great ending to a great story. I fully enjoyed this whole thing that they did. This is definitely, to me, one of the highlight of the nights. So, if you're gonna watch any match, I would suggest the Rey Mysterio match. The Charlotte match, which is next, was also crazy. Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's title. And this match was... I'm trying to figure out which match I liked more, this one or the Rey Mysterio versus Dominic. Like, this was so brutal, this match. Man, these two women took such horrific bumps that it looked bad. Charlotte got landed on the bridge of her face. Rhea Ripley got dropped literally on the top of her head. It was bad. Like this, and it wasn't botches. It was just brutal, ferocious attacks. And this Rhea Ripley certainly polished up a lot over the last few years since they last met. And I will say this was one of the best matches of the night, in my opinion, and very brutal. And we have a new SmackDown Women's Champion in Rhea Ripley. Very happy for her. She deserves this win. She deserves to get the win back from Charlotte. And we'll certainly see where this goes from here. I'm sure there will be some sort of rematch done after this, but once we're done with the Charlotte part of this, we'll see where Rhea goes with the title from there. And depending on what happens tomorrow, if Finn Balor loses to Hell in the Cell, meaning tonight, I wonder if she'll really just go to town and take the boys to task, so to speak. Lastly, but not least, is the Usos versus KO and Sami Zayn for the undisputed tag team titles. And this match was very satisfying to watch because of the story, the emotions involved behind it, and Jay and Jimmy feeling so betrayed, especially when not everyone was on board with Sami being a part of the bloodline, and then everyone accepted him. That betrayal really sparked and is sparking a great storyline today, even that will end in Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. We've seen the beginning of the collapse of the bloodline when Solo Sikoa lost and no longer has his undefeated streak. And we've seen Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn win the undisputed tag team titles from the Uso after their most historic run with these titles. And there's not much I can say to praise this match enough, to praise this story enough. It's been a wonderful ride. It's great to see Sami Zayn come back from last year working with Knoxville, which he's still proud of that match. But to see him now main event night 1 with Kevin Owens, I feel like this was definitely one of the better WrestleMania moments in recent history, to see those two with the titles. And I'd like to really see where this goes from here. And that's it. That's where we end this review. Come join us tomorrow as we do a Night 2 review for WrestleMania. You let me know what you thought of the matches down below, what you feel was the highlight of the night. And until next time, peace, Snookums.